Julie, let's talk about this week in gaming in the Consumer Report. For Cade, it's gonna be a little shorter, buddy. Looking out for you.
Yeah,
You
thank
sound
you.
you sound so enthusiastic. Wow, I do this whole thing just for you.
That's how he
Any
sounds when he's
consumer
in
report
game,
is a bad consumer report. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, all right, all right. Well,
Kind of rude,
very
It's
rude,
kind of
very rude.
zoomer of you to say.
honestly.
It's very zoomer of me to say it, but that's because I'm the youngest out of all of you. So
I guess
Also
that's fair.
true.
All right,
He still
boys.
doesn't like the news, the morning news.
This is a special report by the Consumer Report.
He only likes the nightly news, like right after like
Yeah,
Adult Swim. Yeah,
the boomer news.
yeah.
All right, boys. When's the last time you guys went to a GameStop?
Funny enough, that's where I bought my Oculus from.
I actually bought Mario Kart for the Wii again there.
Yeah.
But I didn't go. I had it delivered.
So GameStop's still alive and kicking despite having a lot of their stores closed, right? In a surprise move, it looks like GameStop and Microsoft will be forming a partnership for whatever fucking reason. It's a multi-year strategic partnership with Microsoft that will let GameStop take a small revenue cut out of every Xbox game. Not just games sold through GameStop, but like digitally and through other retailers, which is strange.
So Microsoft is basically just giving GameStop free money.
Basically, kind
Yeah.
of. So the details of the relationship haven't been laid out for everyone to see. But given the wording of what has been kind of leaked by GameStop, it looks like that is what's going to be the case. They're also going to use like Microsoft Surface tablets like in the store. Okay, who gives a shit about that, right? What's interesting is that GameStop looks like their stocks are rising due to this partnership, and they're going to be around kicking a little bit longer. So that's a little weird, guys. Seriously though, like
honestly, I feel like that's really stupid.
Yeah.
Especially considering how things have been going like online.
right,
You know, like Epic Games Store, Riot Games, you know,
Mhm.
Epic, all these different online stores or whatever. I mean, hell, even the Xbox store. I just don't see the point of, I don't know, prolonging the inevitable death of this
yeah,
store.
yeah. There has to be. Microsoft's not going to enter a relationship if it's not mutually beneficial to them. So there has to be something that hasn't been detailed yet. Um, it just kind of looks like GameStop, no matter what it is, they're getting like the best end of this bargain, right? Have you guys been in a GameStop recently?
Not since they like started closing
Yeah,
because
sure.
of COVID.
So the brick and mortar GameStops are much more of a like almost a hot topic, where they're selling Funkos, they're selling merch, right? They're going into that route.
Yep.
And obviously the used games is still like a sizable industry. So they're staying afloat with those two things. It's a little strange walking into a GameStop these days. Well, anyway,
I believe it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah. GameStop will still be
I feel
around.
like the Funko Pops
for a
kind of
while.
thing is a little yeah. I don't know. I feel like they're not going to really go anywhere with that, especially considering what Barnes and Noble and Target have already beat them kind of to that
Yeah, definitely.
in terms of like exclusivity.
Even Amazon
Like
has
Target
exclusive
sells
Funkos.
like Funko Pops that you can only find at Target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Same
that.
same thing with Barnes and Noble.
Hell, maybe they'll get their own exclusives, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
I will say, I mean, those Funko Pops are popular.
Funko Pops be popping.
Mhm.
And you know what else is going to be popping? The new Assassin's Creed went gold. And we've already kind of went into depth of how like going gold just means it's ready to be printed on discs. But this is big news for Assassin's Creed. A game I will not buy because fuck Ubisoft. Is anyone other than Kate excited for this game? Which is
I
just
haven't
marketing.
played-
Don't count me in on that.
Oh,
I haven't played or touched Assassin's Creed since like the original 2 games.
yeah, it's been a decade for me as well. Kate, you're not excited for Valhalla?
No, hell, I'm not much of an Assassin's Creed person. I played the first like 10 minutes of Assassin's Creed 3, I think.
Mhm.
Really enjoyed it. It was fun, but I just didn't get into it. And then Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I had a lot of fun playing.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the new one just hasn't caught my interest.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it the setting? Maybe you're just really into that Greek mythology type, and
I
Maybe.
love Greek mythology.
yeah,
Maybe.
it's
Grew
a
up
classic
reading
for a
Percy
reason.
Jackson, so yeah.
Bro.
No, I honestly I don't think it has anything to do with the setting. Actually think the setting's pretty cool. Hell, the trailer looked awesome, but and I was really excited once the trailer came out.
Yeah.
Once the gameplay reveal was kind of released, I lost interest.
Okay. You
I don't
thought maybe more of the same, like in terms of Assassin's Creed Odyssey to Valhalla?
No, I think I would have been fine if it was the same. Honestly, it's hard to describe.
Hard to describe. Okay.
I don't know what's turning me off about it,
Yeah.
but something is.
It's interesting to hear because I remember you hyping up Assassin's Creed Odyssey to a great
Yeah,
degree.
maybe the fact that I'm probably not going to be buying it anytime soon
Right.
has an impact.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well,
I'm not a gamer anymore.
looks like nobody in the podcast is going to be playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I might buy it eventually if
I'll
it goes on
probably
sale.
buy it eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to be raving about it anytime soon. And also, I'm still kind of mad at Ubisoft for how shitty of a company they are. So,
That's fair.
you know.
Yo, Siege?
Yo. That's like the one thing, all right? That's like the one Ubisoft game I've played since like Far Cry 5. All right?
Uno?
And yet you keep shoveling your money to them.
Uno.
They keep draining
Uno
your
is
bank account.
Ubisoft. Uno's Ubisoft.
Ah, shit. Looks like we're canceling Drunk Uno night, boys.
Ah, dude, no.
I thought
Uno's-
it was gonna
Uno's-
happen.
Uno's Ubisoft.
All right, we can
man.
still do Drunk Monopoly.
That's true. That is Steam. However, Monopoly on Steam is 15. Uno is 10.
We could just if we're gonna spend 15, I'd rather spend it on Pummel Party.
I already own Pummel Party.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, then we just need to get the other three on
Then
board.
again, I also own the other 3 games, so.
Let me look at it right now.
But speaking of parties, boys, PlayStation party chats will now be recorded
I
with
know.
no opt-out options.
It's fucking stupid.
So the messaging on this was super strange. They released the patch and they just said, "You're gonna be recorded now. Fucking deal with it." And everyone went, "The fuck? Like, why?"
Yeah.
So, look, they clarified that it's supposed to be to report like the people who say the N word, who are
Yeah.
like being racist in and stuff on your parties and whatnot.
Yeah, voice chat.
And it's gonna be recording, but then you can clip your recordings and then send it, and it'll only send the clip, right? So it's not new by any stretch of the imagination. This system has been around for a while. It's just new to PlayStation, and they worded it very poorly, right? The thing that I don't like is the no opt out. Like, that's always suspicious. It brings back like the Connect always on days, if you remember the original Xbox One.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about like always being listened to?
Nope.
No.
No, just straight no.
Yeah, like no. Like, what
I
the
mean-
fuck?
It's something that already happens, to be honest. It's part of our day to day. Like, honestly, like at this point, like we're just giving consent for it.
I guess, yeah. And then you have things like the Amazon Echo that like you can literally listen to yourself later on. It records every single question you ask it, right? And you can listen to it later after you drunkenly asked Alexa like how tall Alexander the Great was, right? Guys, I put way too much rum in this drink. I can't talk.
Wait, you're drinking? Yo,
Hell fucking yeah. Half lemonade, half iced tea, and
I
like
could
3
drink
shots
on
of
the
rum.
job.
You're not getting paid for this. Calm down.
yo,
One day.
why wasn't I
One day.
told?
Go ahead and pour yourself one. I wanted to get a little loose for when we talk about ReZero, because it's
Doozy.
it's a doozy.
That's why I'm up in the clouds like a bird.
But Kate, as someone who owns a PlayStation 4, this is a PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 issue. Like, does this maybe deter you from wanting to do party chats on there? Discord is an alternative. Like, we could just call on Discord.
This is
True.
true, but then I guess you could use your phone and have your earphones in over like
Right.
a headset if you're playing like a game that requires a headset.
Right.
It just makes
Um,
things more complicated. Like,
It
I don't know.
adds an extra step if you want to go around it. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, for stuff like that, the only reason it doesn't bother me a whole lot, even though I'm not like totally okay with it, is because I never use party chat anyway.
Right.
I usually play solo, and if I'm playing party chat, it's with friends, not randoms.
Yeah.
But given with friends, you also tend to be more loose, so that's kind of a little,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of toss up in the air. Because a lot of times with friends, you're just messing around, and then you can get banned for saying something you're not supposed to.
Absolutely. Yes.
Um,
I mean, just this
Like-
podcast, we're not even. This isn't even a private podcast. We say the dumbest shit here. So
That's true. That's true. You are Kevin.
The thing is it's kind of a where do we draw the line?
yeah.
It's
Little
a
egg yolks.
It gets blurrier
shut
every
up
day.
about the egg yolks. God
Oh
damn
my
it.
god. They're
Uh,
egg whites. If you're gonna fucking bring it back right.
No, the egg whites are important for the job. You draw the line with the egg yolks.
I'm done.
We're cutting it.
I thought we could have
Over.
streams off, boys.
Have a good night, guys. See you next week. Be sure to follow me on Among Us.
No.
Not too electrical, because that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Um,
Electrical's a one-way street.
True. But no, seriously, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with them recording it,
Yeah.
because that's just not saying that I'm gonna do anything bad, but like I don't know, it's just uncomfortable.
Right. What was the...
And
Oh, go ahead.
accidents happen.
Yes, they do. Sometimes you get a little tipsy, and where there wasn't supposed to be an ER, there suddenly is.
If you normally don't say that,
No, absolutely.
and it comes out while you're drinking too much.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be playing at that point.
You've been drinking too much moonshine at that point. Yeah, you haven't drunk. You're not drinking something that isn't not associated with racism.
Yeah.
I think we're all in agreement. I feel like as generationally speaking, people are going to start growing numb to this kind of problem. And it's gonna be up to us Zoomers who are gonna turn into boomers to be like, yo, I don't really want my Samsung fridge to be recording me. Just a thought, right?
Big brother.
That's
coming
right.
back.
That's right. It all and that's a real worry, right? Like, as much as we can joke about it, like that is an actual serious issue where you're always being recorded. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's a little sus for Sony to be diving into that, especially with how their messaging went. It kind of seems like they're hiding something, to me at least. If it really was just about reporting and nothing else, I feel like they would have been way more upfront about it and just rip the Band-Aid out, right? But anyways, moving on from dire news, let's talk about the 3090 just for a second, Kate. just for a second, all right? People have been running games on the 3090, and they run at 30 FPS. Not the greatest, but at 8K, which is impressive, which is good.
Oh, holy Christ!
Yes. So lack of frames, half the frames you would want, twice the resolution you need. Games that have been confirmed to do this: Witcher 3, Crisis 3, Final Fantasy 15, and Horizon Zero Dawn. And there's probably more, and I just didn't pay attention to those. Just goes to show how powerful the 3000 series is going to be. That's all I really wanted to showcase there. Other than that, boys, have you guys been hearing about Starfield?
No.
It's
That the Bethesda?
That's the new Bethesda space RPG that no one's heard of because they haven't said a single damn word since like 2 E3s ago. But they recently
That's a lot of
just
E3s.
yeah, I know. It's disappointing every year. They just confirmed that the animation system has been overhauled from Bethesda's current animation system, which has just kind of been slowly getting upgraded since like Obsidian, essentially. And just like very, very slowly, it's getting more outdated. Fallout 4 comes out, looks like shit, and it plays like shit. Fallout 76 comes out, looks like shit, plays like shit. It is shit. And I'm glad they're moving away from that. So, because like part of the thing for me, like Skyrim, I understand it's a great game and people love it. Buggy is all fucking hell, and that bothers me personally, right? Are you guys excited for Starfield now that it has like an updated engine, or are we a little suspicious on Bethesda's track record with this?
I'm not. I'm really not. I feel like if they go along the lines of what Skyrim is, like, and then just play a space theme to it, I think it should be fine.
Should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
With every new engine, there's always new hiccups. So I actually think this game might be even buggier than the games I had just mentioned.
Possibly.
Yeah, potentially. They could. I mean, they could be keeping hush about it because they're QA testing it to all fucking hell, right? And if that's the case, good, because they definitely need it. Cade, what's your experience with Bethesda games? Have you played any recently? Any in the past?
Y'all know my feelings on Skyrim.
I don't know your
I was
feelings.
playing that. I think that was like one of my last games that I played on the PS4.
Okay.
I don't know. I enjoyed Fallout 4. I played it on my cruddy laptop, so it didn't run the best, but it was still fun.
I promise you it won't run much better on anything else.
Fair enough. I don't know. I think that's about as far as my Bethesda experience goes, unless there's a game that I'm not thinking of.
I mean, those are the games that they've developed. The Fallout series, the Elder Scrolls series. Thank you. Yeah, it's hitting me hard, boys. I put way too many shots in this string. We're not even talking about ReZero yet. Marco, what's your experience with Bethesda games?
Dude, I'm only 100% honest here. I played Skyrim for maybe about an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just about it.
Really?
I haven't touched any other Bethesda game.
Interesting.
Never played any of the Fallout games. Haven't played like Wolfenstein, whatever else
Right.
other games they have.
Well, Wolfenstein is, I think, just published by Bethesda. A different studios made it. So, all right. Well, they're not for everyone. They definitely weren't for me. I am excited about Starfield because I think the thing with the Elder Scrolls series and the Fallout series, I don't like the aesthetic. Very, very drab and dreary. I'm hoping Starfield is a bit more colorful. And honestly, if you look at Outer Worlds, that's the blueprint I want them to follow with maybe more in-depth character development, right? Boys, how do we feel about basketball?
Basketball.
Basketball, bro.
You're talking like 2K?
2K. Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, not for me, boys. Not for me.
definitely not for me.
Wow. Am I the only one who likes 2K?
Oh,
Well,
maybe.
liked
That's
2K.
because
I
you're a
guess.
scrub.
2K14 was actually the last game I played. And that game I think was damn near perfect. The big thing with NBA 2K21 is that a month after release they have added unskippable ads
What?
for a
Oh.
full price game.
For a game?
Not only that, they put the game on sale, which
Wait.
for people who haven't heard this news, they're going to be buying it and then they're going to be getting their full Gatorade, Nike ads and whatnot.
Hold on.
All right.
I'm not a big sports games person. I think the last sports game I played was NCAA 2009. I
Jesus,
think maybe.
yeah. Back when
Like
they
on the
still
PS2.
made NCAA
Right.
games, yeah.
Yeah. That this is on the PS2. I didn't know they put ads in the fucking games.
Well, they've always had sponsored ads, but they've always been like maybe a title card, maybe this is the G Fuel sponsored moment of the game. Look at that touchdown. This is like full on ads in your like YouTube ads.
Jesus Christ!
I don't get YouTube
and you
ads.
can't skip them.
Fuck off! Now, who has YouTube Premium? Not me. No one of note. Anyways,
Wow.
how fucked is this
It's true, though.
exactly, boys? Like, this.
That's stupid as fuck. Like, what?
Yeah.
For a full price game, like free game, understandable.
Understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
A full
They're gonna
price
pay for it somehow.
Yeah, a full price $60 game. No. Like,
And they timed the sale to coincide with this too. By the way, like the game went on sale, boom, ads were put in.
I think honestly they needed to pay the NBA, and that's what happened. There's a lot of licensing reasons, and I'm sure they had to pay something because of
Those contracts were already sorted out, right? If they had to pay the NBA, they did it a long time ago.
I was thinking.
So that's not an acceptable
reason.
reason.
It also depends on like how well the players are doing this season, or what team wins. Which you already have the NBA Finals just passed. Lakers won.
Right.
So I feel like that prompted that. Like they were just a lot of organizations probably were like, "Hey, we might need a little extra money from your game."
The thing is that all right. I would be with you, Junior, if this game didn't have such aggressive microtransaction schemes. Where like, and I remember playing 2K14, I'm like, oh, I can just drop $10 and I can level up my character this much and get all this shit, right? Like that sounded great. But they are aggressive about it. Like, to change your hairstyle at any point, you need to pay VC. To change your shoes, you need to pay VC, right? To upgrade your stats, you need VC. The microtransactions are so aggressive that the game should be paying itself. Absolutely. And this is such an overgrab. Marco, you're playing Madden. If all of a sudden there were unskippable ads in Madden, how would that affect your opinion on the game?
I would be like, I may have bought it on sale, but I want my money back.
Yeah, you'd ask for a fucking refund, right?
Yeah, like I'm not paying for something just to sit there and watch through ads that I'm forced to watch. If they have them, sure, let me skip them.
Yeah.
And if I want to watch them, I'll watch them.
The other thing to note, boys, is how nefarious this is, right? When people got their review copies of this game, they didn't have ads, right?
Right.
Something that would have negatively impacted the review score more than likely, right?
Oh yeah.
This is clearly like their way of circumventing that and getting as much good press for the game as possible before they pull this off, right? 2K's been a really shit company with their games, and honestly, I've been done with the NBA games for a while, so whatever, right?
Have you guys watched Black Mirror?
I've not seen Black Mirror.
It's very good. Definitely recommended. There's this one episode where it's set in this kind of dystopian future. Very similar themes.
Yeah.
In terms of ads that you have to actually look at, you can't skip.
Mm-hmm.
And then like microtransactions for the dumbest things. In the episode, these credits that you get, you have to use on food. But
Right.
then there's some people that use them on stupid aesthetics, like random hairdos for their avatars.
Right.
It's very reminiscent of stuff like that. And Black Mirror is a very like dystopian future kind of thing.
Mhm.
Kind of shows us how bad things can get, and so it's scary every time I see something like this happen.
Actually happen.
It's
Yeah.
like, goddamn, it's getting closer and closer.
Black Mirror is definitely like the new George Orwell's 1984.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
100%. Say what you will about how the recent seasons have been going. I know some people are saying the show's dropped off, but they've been scarily accurate on some shit, right? Just on things that I've heard about. Again, I haven't seen Black Mirror, and you've just given another example.
Yeah.
God,
if you ever do decide to get into it, 15 million credits is the or units, I don't remember. Is the name of the episode.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of the newest episode, which is the Miley Cyrus one. I feel like that was just really, really fucking dumb.
I don't know,
But,
and don't spoil it, because some people might want to watch it.
Sure, if you want. Every other episode is pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That's the word on the street. Brought to you by Elmo. Junior, welcome back. How's your pot roast?
It's good.
It's actually steak.
It's resting.
Okay.
I know. It's resting. Good. It needs to rest. It's had a long day. Marco has left us for a minute, but that's okay, because we're going to be talking about Valve, something Marco knows nothing about.
Why does this sound familiar?
The people who made Steam.
Yeah, okay.
Team Fortress, Portal.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, that's some good shit. It got brighter in my room. So Gabe Newell, what would he be? Is he the CEO? He's like the guy of Valve, right? He created the company, and I don't know exactly what his position is, but he is Valve. He's been living in New Zealand, a country relatively free from COVID-19 since March. He wants to move headquarters there. Because he's saying that production at home is like at a 50 to 70% loss or something like that. What a loud dog. So yeah, Valve might be headquartering in New Zealand temporarily and or forever. It's actually really big for a country that is.
First thing I want to say about that, big rip to all the people who are, stationed at headquarters living in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like, are they going to have to move to New Zealand, or
that's what he wants? That's what he wants them to do. Yeah.
That sucks.
He made it sound like a temporary thing, like, oh, let's move everyone. Like, Valve has the money to do whatever the fuck they want, right? Yeah. So if they wanted to move there for a few months until the pandemic rolls over, then they could definitely do that. It's doubtful that it would be a permanent solution, as like you said, people have their families, they don't really want to move, right?
I didn't say that, but okay.
Well, you were alluding to it.
Don't put words in.
You were.
I'm elaborating on your words, bro. I'm making you sound smarter. That's all I'm doing.
No.
That's all I'm
only
fucking
making you sound smarter.
Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you. I'm gonna put my.
I'm demoting you from what were you? A used condom? Yeah.
No,
I was used condom.
I was crumpled tissues.
You were crumpled tissues.
Yeah. There's nothing lower than that. I don't think you can demote me.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I could demote you to me. Alright? You're at Kevin status.
I'm the trash can in which the used condoms and crumpled tissues go into.
There you go.
There we go.